going on, YouTube world? My name is Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice. That is my nickname. Appreciate all you guys for tuning into the channel today. Be sure to smash this like button right now, as it does help this channel grow and the videos get out to the public. Subscribe to this channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly, and almost every single day if I can. And turn on post notifications too, so you don't miss a single video that I post. It is only right, you guys, do not get caught lacking in these streets. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Listen, Aaron Rodgers, my favorite football player of all time. Yes, Aaron Rodgers. I am holding Aaron Rodgers accountable on all facets of the game this year. Aaron Rodgers, there's no more excuses, okay? No more excuses. And I have defended Aaron Rodgers over the years because, in reality, I've had the right to do so. You know, this team in the past decade, okay, ever since Aaron Rodgers got us that one Super Bowl win, okay, this defense has been inept. This defense consistently has not been up to par. It's not been a playoff caliber defense. We have not had a very good defense. We've not consistently gotten turnovers. Our tackling has been bad. We've not gotten the right players on defense. You know, our defense just overall has been inconsistent and bad. And they have failed Aaron Rodgers. The defense over the past, 8-9 years has failed Aaron Rodgers multiple times. Aaron Rodgers would have another Super Bowl if he had a better defense, okay? The offensive line has been inconsistent. You know, if we had a better offensive line consistently, every now and then our offensive line is decent, but for the most part, nowhere near the level of a Tom Brady, of Drew Brees, a Big Ben Roethlisberger offensive line over the past couple seasons, okay? It's been nowhere near up to par. And the running game, do not even get me started. The best running back that Aaron Rodgers ever has had in his career has been Eddie Lacy, who ate his way out of the National Football League. Yes, Eddie Lacy is no longer playing football because he ate too much food, okay? But having said all that, in the offseason, over the past couple seasons, in the offseason, through the draft, we have addressed pretty much all those issues. And now I look at this Green Bay Packers football team on paper, and I am excited for this season. That is one of the reasons why I have the Packers potentially returning to the playoffs this year and winning 10 or 11 games this year. Yes, I do think the Packers will go back to the playoffs this year. I really do. I think the changes we've made in the offseason have been excellent, okay? We finally have gotten a defense that I am excited about and I realistically think can compete and help us win a Super Bowl, okay? This is the best defense on paper that we have had since Aaron Rodgers won us a Super Bowl, okay? We got rid of Mike McCarthy. I've been hollering for Mike McCarthy to be fired for nearly 3 straight years. He finally is out the building. We have a new head coach in Matt LaFleur, okay, who's a great offensive play caller. His specialty is offensive play calling. He is known for his great schematics and schemes, okay? So now Aaron Rodgers has a new head coach that he should be excited about. His relationship with Mike McCarthy was dead last year, okay? Mike McCarthy needed to go, okay? We also went out and improved our depth on the offensive line, okay? Our offensive line should be better. The offensive line was not very good last year, okay? So with all that being said, Aaron Rodgers, my favorite football player of all time, yes, there's a lot of pressure on you this year, and you better live up to it, okay? And by the way, I do think Aaron Rodgers will ball out this year. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have an MVP type season. He's one of my MVP candidates this year. I firmly expect Aaron Rodgers because I know he's a bad boy. I mean, that guy is special. He's the most talented quarterback I've ever seen. One of the 10 best quarterbacks of all time. The most talented quarterback of all time. The best thrower of the football of all time. He's a ticked off man. He's heard the media. He's heard people in the media questioning his ability. He's heard people saying he's washed up. He's heard articles being written about him, aka Bucky Brooks, saying that he's an overrated quarterback, no longer a top 10 quarterback. You know Aaron Rodgers hears all that noise. He knows that he's starting to get some criticism and heat. I firmly believe that Aaron Rodgers is going to ball out this year. Do not tick off and have Aaron Rodgers motivated, okay? The last thing you want is a motivated, ticked off, and focused Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers knows his window is ticking. He's going to ball out this year. And honestly, I think that Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers will work out this year, okay? So I expect Aaron Rodgers to ball out this year. I firmly expect him to ball out. He's going to have an MVP type season. Like I said, I have the Packers winning 10 or 11 games this year and winning the division, okay? But with all that being said, let's call it a spade a spade. You need to get this team to the playoffs, okay? You can't be in a division where you're arguably by far the best quarterback. You are in a division with Mitch Trubisky, with Kirk Cousins, and Matthew Stafford. And now you got a defense now, the best defense you've had since the Super Bowl. You know, we go out and sign a Zadarius Smith. We go out and sign a Preston Smith, okay? We signed Adrian Amos, okay? You know, we added Rashawn Gary in the draft. We added Darnell Savage in the draft. Those are 4 or 5 defensive players this coming year that will definitely come in this year and contribute 100%. They are upgrades over the past players that we've had. You know, we moved on from Clay Matthews. We moved on from Nick Perry, okay? You know, those 2 players were not very productive, and we got better players in Zadarius and Preston Smith. And, you know, Rashawn Gary definitely helps and adds to our defensive line. Darnell Savage and Adrian Amos are one of the best duos at the safety position this year. I do think Darnell Savage, even as a rookie, will come in and contribute this year. And I do think Adrian Amos is an upgrade over HaHa Clinton-Dix. Our secondary is nasty now. We got Jair Alexander, we got Josh Jackson, we got Tony Brown, we got Kevin King. We got about 4, 5, 6 guys in the secondary that I really, really like that can cover wide receivers, okay? This defense, like I said, is the best defense we've had on paper since Aaron Rodgers won us a Super Bowl. The defense is better. The offensive line is better. You know, Aaron Rodgers, this is his second year working with the new wide receivers. Last year, he was pretty much working with all rookie wide receivers except Devontae Adams. Now, you got a full offseason with Marquez Valdes-Scantling. You got a full offseason with Equanimeous St. Brown. Geronimo Allison is returning. We added Jay Sternberger in the draft, okay? Jimmy Graham should be more incorporated in this offense. You know, apparently we are going to run the ball more with Aaron Jones this year. So now, I look at this Packers team. It is a complete football team. This is the best defense, like I said, we've had since the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers, you need to get us back to the playoffs, okay? And again, like I said, I've had the right to defend Aaron Rodgers these past couple years because in the past, this team has not been good enough to compete, okay? So I don't blame Aaron Rodgers necessarily for missing the playoffs last year. Now, again, obviously, does Aaron Rodgers deserve some blame last year? 100%. He's the quarterback. But again, he was not the main solo reason we missed the playoffs last year. But this year, Aaron Rodgers, if you don't make the playoffs this year, it's a major disappointment. And last year, I hate to say it, but the Green Bay Packers last year were the most disappointing team in football based on expectations. Aaron Rodgers, you got to win this division. You got to get us to the playoffs at the very least. You don't have to win a Super Bowl this year, but you have to get us to the playoffs. You can't be allegedly the most talented quarterback of all time, you know, or one of the 3 best quarterbacks in football. You can't have me raving you up and saying you're the most talented, most transcendent type quarterback I've ever seen, and you miss the playoffs again, okay? You cannot miss the playoffs 2 straight years in a row. I'll give you a pass this past year, okay? You've only missed the playoffs 2 times in your career. But this upcoming year, with the additions we have on defense, with our improved offensive line, with our improved scheme, with Mike McCarthy initially being gone, the cancer in that locker room last year, Mike McCarthy gone, with a new play caller and Matt LaFleur, you know who's to blame? Who's to blame if the Packers fail this year? It's going to be Aaron Rodgers, okay? I'm telling you right now, this is a Packers fan talking. Yes, I am holding Aaron Rodgers accountable. He now has a good defense. He has good enough wide receivers. He has a good enough team to where if he's that guy, if he's that special transcendent type player, you know, the most talented thrower of the football that I've ever seen. I still wholeheartedly believe that. I do believe Aaron Rodgers is a top 10 quarterback of all time. Arguably still the best quarterback in all of football today. Definitely in the top 3 in my eyes, okay? If you're that guy, Aaron Rodgers, this roster is good enough for you to elevate us and get us over the top. You got to get us into the playoffs this year. You have to. Because I'm sorry, Aaron Rodgers, if you're the best quarterback in football initially, if you're one of the 3 best quarterbacks, and you missed the playoffs, oh, no. You know, that whole Bucky Brooks article that was made about you saying you're overrated, it will be justified, okay? It will be justified if you don't make the playoffs this year, okay? I'll give you a pass from last year, okay? Because the offensive line was bad. Mike McCarthy was a terrible play caller last year. You were hurt. You were injured for about 4, 5, 6 weeks last year, okay? You know, the running game was inconsistent. You know, the defense was inconsistent. And you were throwing to a lot of rookie wide receivers, okay? A lot of inexperience at wide receiver outside of Devontae Adams. Now, all those excuses are out the door. Win this division. Go to the playoffs. Beat Mitch Trubisky in this division. Beat Matthew Stafford in this division. Beat Kirk Cousins in this division. Aaron Rodgers is by far, it's not even close, the best quarterback in this division. It's not even close. If you can't win a division with Mitch Trubisky, with Kirk Cousins, and with Matthew Stafford in it, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, Aaron Rodgers. I don't know what to tell you. You know, I do firmly believe Aaron Rodgers will win another Super Bowl by the time his career ends because I like the additions we have on defense. I think our organization has definitely taken a turn and a step in the right direction. This is the best defense we've had on paper since Aaron Rodgers, like I said, won the Super Bowl. So again, this is a young, good, athletic, ascending football team. We have the chance to potentially win a Super Bowl down the road. But again, I'm talking about just this year, okay? This year. Aaron Rodgers, you had excuses last year. The offensive line was bad. Mike McCarthy was there. He was a cancer in that locker room. He was not a very good head coach. He was skipping team meetings for massages, okay? He's gone now. You got your wish. You got rid of that head coach. We bring in a new offensive coordinator and play caller, Matt LaFleur. Not offensive coordinator, new head coach to call plays, and Matt LaFleur. Yeah. So now Aaron Rodgers, there should be no more problems, okay? Make this work. And like they said in the organization, the GM of the Packers told you, Aaron Rodgers, do not be the problem. Don't be stubborn. Buy into Matt LaFleur. Get this done. Win this division, or just get us into the playoffs. Just get us to the playoffs. That's all you have to do, Aaron Rodgers. You just need to get us into the playoffs. You can't be missing the playoffs 2 years in a row and you're initially the best quarterback in football, okay? That cannot happen, okay? You need to start winning some games, okay? Your Super Bowl window is ticking, Aaron Rodgers. And like I said, you've had excuses in the past. But again, like I said, improved defense, improved offensive line, wide receivers should be better, play calling should be better. Mitch Trubisky, Kirk Cousins, and Matthew Stafford are the quarterbacks you would be facing in this division, okay? And again, I'm not trying to knock these quarterbacks in the division not named Aaron Rodgers, because I think Matthew Stafford can play. I think Kirk Cousins can play. I think Mitch Trubisky has some promise. They're not terrible quarterbacks, okay? I won't disrespect them entirely. But let's be real. We're talking Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is supposed to be one of the 3 best quarterbacks in all of football. These guys should be nowhere near his level of play, okay? They should not be beating Aaron Rodgers and winning the division over him consistently. I get that Chicago is arguably maybe a more talented team, okay? I get Minnesota is loaded with Pro Bowl players, okay? I get Detroit made a ton of moves in the offseason. I get it. But Aaron Rodgers, if you're that guy, you got to get us into the playoffs. You need to do more with less, okay? You're going to be healthy this year. You have a better head coach. You have a better offensive line. You have a better defense. There is no more excuses. You had excuses last year, okay? I will give you that. But now this year, no more excuses. I do expect Aaron Rodgers to go out there and ball this year, because I think he's heard the noise. He's heard the talk. I do believe Aaron Rodgers is going to go out there and absolutely annihilate people, because he's heard people like Bucky Brooks saying he's overrated. He's heard people calling him out, questioning him, saying he's a coach killer. I firmly believe Aaron Rodgers is going to rise above to the occasion, and I think he will have a MVP type season this year. But Aaron Rodgers, if you don't, man, it's going to be some repercussions. It's just going to be bad. You got to win this division. Your legacy is on the line, Aaron Rodgers. And again, honestly, Aaron Rodgers, if you don't want to get lost in history, you're going to need to win another Super Bowl down the road. I expect the Packers to respond this year, and I expect the Packers to win roughly 10 or 11 games this year. I do think Matt LaFleur will work. I think Aaron Rodgers responds this year after having a bad season last year. I do think the Green Bay Packers will return to the playoffs in 2019-2020. Be sure to comment where you agree with me, where you disagree with me. How much pressure is on Aaron Rodgers this year. Let me know in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right now if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly and almost every single day if I can. A fun fact about me is I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world. I want to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. Kind of like Colin Cowherd, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp. You get the point. Okay, I want to do sports, television, and radio for a full living once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. So the best thing you guys can do to just help me continue to grow as a young broadcaster is to just share this channel with all your friends, because potentially if this channel really gets somewhere, I want to start my own network, okay? Or potentially if it doesn't, or if I fall a little bit short, I want to go into a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. So the best thing you guys can do to just flat out just help me grow as a broadcaster, help me learn, get other people hip to this channel, just share this channel with all your friends. Share this channel on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. Also, be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. And once again, guys, just share this channel with everyone you know. Get everyone hipped and watching these videos. Get my voice out there and heard. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. It's been your boy Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in today. I really do. Have a God blessed day. Stay motivated, you guys, and I'm out.